Hey guys, it's Gina and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sorry to let you guys know that this video is not the So Jaded makeup tutorial first impressions because my one eye has just been irritating me and I don't want to put makeup on at all. It's not like anything that's like bad, it's just really bad allergies, so it's just itchy and it's not, my allergies are just not liking me. So I am going to be going through makeup that I am getting rid of. Well, giving to my family because they love any makeup even if it is used, slightly used. That's their decision, not mine. And some makeup that probably should go in the trash. So I figured I'd go through that with you guys. I have it all laid out in front of me. See, it's allergy season's bad. And before we get into this video more, give this video a big thumbs up if you like makeup decluttering videos. Click that notification bell so now every time that I upload a video, and hit the subscribe button so you can join the fam. Now let's get on into the video. Alright, so I'm gonna start with some palettes. I'm gonna completely go out of order everything because it's just in this little bin. So the first thing I have that I'll be getting rid of is the Too Faced Best Year Ever 2018. This is what it looks like on the inside. As you can tell, it is barely touched because I, for some reason, am not the biggest fan of Too Faced items anymore. So you'll be seeing a decent amount of Too Faced things. I think their formula can be a lot better than it. Okay, also warning, you might be hearing my dogs bark a lot because we have people doing stuff to the house, so it's just a mad mess, but I need a film to get a video up. So like I was saying, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Too Faced items because I personally just think they are having too many launches and I think their formula is just going down the drain. I personally don't like it. The only formula that I like of theirs so far right now is the gingerbread palette. I'll let you guys know on the holiday preview because your girl's going to it. So we're gonna have a little vlog and then what I got in it for Sunday. This palette is Violet Voss by Laura Lee. So this is what it's looked like. It has been used. I just no longer grab this and don't really use the palette anymore, so why keep it if I am no longer going to use it? That's the only thing for that one. The next item I have is the Too Faced Best Year Ever 2018. This is the bigger one. This also has a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. Diamond's in here right now. Hi. Hi. You done barking? Huh? Lay down. So this is what this palette looks like. Like I said, just wasn't the biggest fan. When I bought these, I was a big fan of Too Faced, and then I actually put them to the test, and I was like, these are not as good as I thought they would, because this is when Too Faced was like hyped up, big brand. I just don't get it anymore. This. You've seen this on my channel. I've done Halloween looks with this. I think I've done its own palette review. This is the Morphe with Jaclyn Hill, the first one. She's been used. I was nice enough and put the names of the shades on the back because she didn't do that for this, and that would have been nice for like, just so I can know what I'm using when I'm like talking to the camera and stuff, or just in general. Do I need to say any more about Jaclyn Hill? I don't think so, so we're gonna move right on. Let's see, let's just grab something. Concealers by Fenty Beauty. I have a makeup review of them on here. I'll have that linked up there in the little eye thing sometime during this video. These are also just not my shade. This is 150 and this is 180, super pale, just not for me. I don't like the feeling of them under my eyes. She also uses a lot of silicone in her makeup, and I don't like using silicone in any of my makeups, at least if it's not in the top 3 ingredients, then I'm good. But I really just try not to use silicone because I'm not the biggest fan of silicone-based products because they break me out. Next thing is this Tartelette Tease palette. This is what it looks like. She's been used. Just don't really grab for it anymore. I also have these, I think, in other Tarte palettes now, so no need for her anymore. Next thing is y'all have seen this on my channel millions of times. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer. I think this is getting old, so I'm probably gonna have to toss it because it's not as pigmented as it used to be, hence why I stopped using it. And if a bronzer is not gonna be as pigmented as before, why use it? So she's not being used anymore. Next thing we got is the Wander Beauty Wanderous Sea Escape. This is what this palette looks like. I didn't purchase this palette with my own money. This came in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Just not the biggest fan of it. I'll give it to someone who would use it. Why will I let it sit and waste in my makeup drawer? I have 3 things of foundation. You guys are probably gonna be shocked by these. My Tarte Clay Sticks. These were tried and true. Used to use them all the time. I got shade medium sand in here, medium beige, and fair light neutral. I had to toss tan sand because that thing looked disgusting. These don't look anything like tan sand did. I don't know why tan sand got like that. I think it ended up melting somehow. These, no use for them. Just gonna get rid of them. Or give them to my cousins, my aunts, see if they like the shade. If not, I could donate them. Or I'm probably just gonna toss them because they're a foundation. It's a stick, so it goes on your skin if no one picks them up. All right, next thing we have is this little tester of the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape. I was over the Shape Tape craze of like doing everything based off of Shape Tape, like this, their foundation for it, and all that. So this is just, didn't really care to try it, and it's just a sample size. So got that in an Ipsy Glam Bag, so it's no big deal. This is a Laura Sanchez Moods little singular color. Don't know what shade this is in, but it's just a green. I'm not really a green person. Like, even though I have brown eyes and greens are supposed to, I don't know why I did that. Like, greens are supposed to make your eyes pop. I'm just not, I'm not a green person, okay? Next thing I have is this Tarte Amazonian Blush in Exposed. Just way too light, even too light for me when I am pale. You can't even see it. Oh, I'm reflecting a little bit. You just can't really see it on my face, so I'm not pale enough for it to show up any pigment. And she's seen her better days. Next thing, we got more concealers. These are the Benefit Boing Hydrating Concealers. I've used these before, I believe, on my channel. I personally just don't like the smell of them. They literally smell like chemicals and paint. I'm not really the biggest fan of that scent. I don't know why it smells like that, so these might be getting tossed, but we're just not gonna do. Oh, the shades were number 2 and number 3. I used to like them, and they didn't really have any coverage. They were just like a lightweight coverage kind of thing, so we're just getting rid of them. Next thing is this Tetris with Ipsy. This was also in my Glam Bag Plus. This is what the shades look like. They're very cute, and like, I love this idea. I just don't grab for it. And none of these shades, I don't think any of these shades you can make a look out of. Like, you need to grab another palette, where I like to grab one palette and do a look from there, not grab 50 million palettes, unless I have been doing my whole eye look with one palette, and then for my whole lid, I use the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, the like one of his shimmery ones. Best shimmery one ever. I swear I'm about to hit pan in that one soon, and I might cry. So stay tuned for my mental breakdown on that. That's so stupid. All right, and next we have these. What are these? These matchsticks by Fenty Beauty. I have nothing by Fenty Beauty anymore. Well, there's one more item in here that you're gonna see that's by Fenty, but I have nothing from her anymore. I'm over her craze as well. I think it's an amazing brand, just the products just don't work for me. So, I have some of her lip glosses still, that's about it. Just, none of it doesn't work for me. So this is the bronzing one. I used to use this all the time. And this was a, a concealer one. So this was in linen, and this was in latte. I used to use these all the time until I realized that that was what broke me out that one year really bad, so I didn't touch them ever again. Next, we have a little eyeshadow. This is from Space Case Cosmetics in the shade Messy Loconess, Launchiness, I don't know. But it's just this pretty green. Like I said, it's a green. I don't really grab for it, so don't really need it. Next we have another Too Faced palette. This is the Too Faced Love palette. This palette is like, looks like this. It's like one of those, like, looks like, not trying to bash any brands, but the style of it, the eyeshadows of it, remind me of an Avon brand. Like Avon, does anyone know what Avon is? It just reminds me of their eyeshadows. No, their eyeshadows aren't bad. It's just this is what it just reminds me of when I look at it. And the smell. The smell reminds me of Avon makeup as well. So this is what this looks like. Like I said, same spiel about Too Faced. Don't really grab for it. My mom really used this one a lot, and she doesn't use it anymore, so that one's going away. We have this Jensen Color and Face Tone Up Primer Essential Glow 8 Super Black Essence. I don't know what that means. This is a primer, it's supposed to be, so I think it's a Korean brand. I don't know. I don't know. This got in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus thing. Not really, I have like a certain primer and stuff that I use. I don't really like branch out and use any other thing, so this we will get rid of as well. Setting powders. This is the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. If you have been here since the beginning, you would know that this was my tried and true powder. I loved it. Her and I we're parting ways now. I have the Hourglass one that I love and the Jeffree Star one. Nothing can beat that Jeffree Star one. Hourglass is a close second. Her and I, we're just departing. It's time for her to go somewhere that's going to give her love. It's time for her to go somewhere that's going to give her love. You guys know this setting powder. All right. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. You will see my review because I had it up there, or I'll put it back up there again. This powder, I hated it. Hated it. It smelled like baby powder. I don't want to put something that smells super fragrancy on my face. That's what this smelled like. It works for other people I've seen, but this does not work for me. I don't know why I'm getting so exaggerated over this, but this, nope. Can't do, won't do. She is gone. We don't speak of her. And one thing from, well, not one thing, but a thing from Anastasia Beverly Hills is this brow definer in soft brown. This just isn't my shade anymore. This is when I was a little blonde child. Little blonde girl. That made me look even more like a kid than I do now. But this was that. Not my shade anymore, so we don't need her, and I'm not going blonde ever again. I'm gonna stay brown and probably go darker, so not gonna happen. Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. She was a pain in the butt to blend. So, I see you. Can you see me? I'm so weird. I'm sorry that you have to watch this, but you're here for my weirdness anyway, so this, sorry if I'm blinding you slightly. She didn't really blend. Not the best Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, to be honest, so she's going away. So that's all I have to really say about her, because I love Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Love them. Obsessed. I have the new Nirvana Volume 1 palette. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that. The Too Faced Glitter Bomb palette. I think I've used this. I've used this in a Halloween video. She didn't do for me either. These are what the shades look like. Just, not really, they're okay. I'd rather use loose pigments instead of like actual glitters. Like I'd rather use the Zodiac Sign ones by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. Those are loose pigments as well. We have another Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Master Palette by Mario. This one's probably going to get tossed because it's just been out for a while and I just don't really grab for it anymore. So even though Mario is my favorite one of my favorite makeup artists, other than Lipstick Nick, for like famous makeup artists, I guess you would say, like celebrity makeup artists. Other than that, I don't really follow makeup artists. Like I follow beauty community people, like influencers, people on like Twitter, Instagram, that thing, but not like actual like in the industry. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Celebrity makeup artists I don't really follow. Let's just go with that. All right. This is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Nothing against this. She's just been used and abused. You kind of can tell, you can't really tell on the camera. It's just time for her and I to part ways. Just time. It's time for her to go in the trash. That was my first, how did I get that all over me? What is on this? I don't know. This was my first high-end makeup purchase. So, we have some great memories. This is where I couldn't do makeup for the life of me when I bought this, but I was getting into it. Love it. It's just, I don't need it anymore. I don't really grab her. I grab my other Anastasia ones now. All right, we have the Laura Lee Los Angeles cat pajamas. I used to be obsessed with this. I would use this all the time. I don't really use this palette anymore by her. I use her Nude Patootie one more and her miniature ones, like the minis with the 6 shadows. Cat's pajamas and I don't really use them anymore. Nothing against it. It was a great palette. Like this inside of it is gorgeous. I just don't use it anymore. Why keep it in my drawer if I'm not touching it? Y'all ready for this one? These are the Jaclyn Hill with Morphe ×2 collab. These are the V2, even though she said that has nothing to do with it, but for some reason something tells me that it does. But like, you know, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'll show you the colors that they are. This is Dark Magic. It's okay. Didn't come out as much I wanted it to, like the blue in that didn't do what I wanted it to do. So that kind of was a disappointment. Moving stuff over. This one is Bling Bloss, the purples. This purple, wasn't that big of a fan of. The just formulation of it, didn't really care for. This next one is Ring the Alarm. This one, I have all these colors in other palettes, but the formula, I just jabbed it with my nail. The formula just didn't do it for me in any of these. It took me a while to build up pigment. I don't want to spend a long time getting a pigment out of out of an eyeshadow anymore. Like, brands have made it to where you can get it within like a couple, like 2 like applications of it, if not 1. To the color that you want it to be. And I'm not gonna waste my money on something that just doesn't give me any pigment, because eyeshadows are a lot of money. Palettes are a lot of money. They're up there with your foundations and your concealers now, and it's like, no. This is Armed and Gorgeous. I was just disappointed. And it's just time for me to let them go, and they somehow have makeup on them. Me and I didn't touch any makeup other than this stuff. I didn't like put my hands in anything. Well, that's interesting. Next we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. This is an old palette. She's old. She's very old. She's probably getting thrown away as well. She's just super old. That's all I can say about that one. Next we have is the Blush Bar by Benefit. So this has a Hoola, California, Gold Rush, Rocketeer, and Dandelion. And this has, obviously Hoola is the bronzer. It had a little thing, and then these are all blushes. I used to use this all the time. I used to use this all the time, but I don't really grab for it anymore. I'd rather grab for my Smashbox one. Y'all know that is my tried and true, and I freaking love the thing to death. So once I get hooked on one thing, I don't touch the other things unless it's like something I know that's like really good and will keep bringing me back to it. So last but not least, this. I don't even watch this man on YouTube anymore. I don't even watch him on YouTube anymore. This is Manny MUA. This is Lunar Beauty. This is his Life's a Drag palette. This is what it's looked like. I took this back. I got this last year. This is probably gonna get tossed. I used this on a cruise. This is the one palette I brought on the cruise, and it just didn't do it for me. Like, everyone else was like loving it. And you know how like sometimes there's like a very hyped up makeup product and like everyone else is loving it and you go to get it and try it and you're like, no, not for me. That was this bad boy. But the bright side of this is most of these are going to find a new home. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy decluttering videos. I got my nails. They aren't acrylics. These are just dip, like the dip powder. That's what's on there, but it feels like acrylics just because of the how it dries down. I can't even speak English. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like watching decluttering videos, what videos you would like to know. I will for sure have the So Jaded palette first impressions up next week. Like I said, my eyes just really bother me and I don't want to put any makeup on it. I don't want to aggravate it any more than it already is because I don't want it to turn into something else when it's just allergies right now. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like I said, for the third freaking time in this outro, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or post on my community wall. And subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Come on, join the fam. We have a fun time here. You get to watch me babble and ramble and act weird and get all exaggerated like I normally do, which is nothing new. But if you're new here, that is something that's new to you. And I'll see you guys Sunday for our next video. Bye, guys.